I'm Muhammad.
And I'm Luke.
Your two favorites.
Presenting you your favorite sports.
We start off talking about one of the most historic black athletes to ever walk this earth, Jackie Robinson.
Then we pass it over to Jack and Riley, who cover Avery Marshall's 1,000th point game.
Then we move over to Jack and Zach to give us the inside look on wrestling.
After that, we take a jump and dive into Dylan and Michael's scoop on swim and dive.
Then we have an update about today's big day for our athletes.
This is definitely a show to stick around for.
With that, take the intro. Well, this month is Black History Month. Every Wednesday of this month, I will be covering a historic black athlete. This week, I chose Jackie Robinson, who I believe had the biggest impact on sports for African Americans.
Wow, he's a GOAT. Roll the clip.
Hey Hoyas, I'm Muhammad. This month we'll be covering black historic athletes every Wednesday. We start off with one of my personal favorites, Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson played first base for the Brooklyn Dodgers in 1947. He definitely changed the color barrier across all sports, but that's enough from me. Let's hear what others have to say.
I feel like he impacted sports. Like he made like his own lane, because he's the first one to do baseball. So he just made his own lane for African Americans to play other sports and stuff. Just say stay focused and focus on your dreams, to be honest.
Jackie Robinson has impacted sports by opening a gateway for African Americans to play sports and, gain opportunities for others.
And a ball flashes a drive to left. The leap by Slaughter is in vain. Gilliam comes home in the single with a run, which wins for the Dodgers 1-0.
Jackie Robinson is a huge inspiration.
He really is. He's one of the reasons I took such a huge love in sports, but I could talk about him all day. Let's move on before I do.
We definitely don't want that. Moving on, Avery Marshall reached 1,000 total points in the last game against Hillgrove.
Unfortunately, they couldn't pull off the win, but knowing our Hoyas, they'll bounce right back.
We pass it over to Jack and Riley as they give us the inside scoop on Avery's game.
Hey Hoyas, I'm Riley Betts and welcome back to Hspn. Today we talked to starting point guard Avery Marshall after he got his 1,000th point in Friday's game. We talked to him about his future plans and his goals for the rest of the season, so Avery, take it away.
For me as a player is to finish strong, the last games I have left, and just go deeper in region play. It really means great, that's every kid's dream for our high school, career, and it just happened.
My name is Chase Watkins. I play point guard for JV and varsity basketball. And I feel that there's things I've taken from his game to help mine. And it's just fun to watch him play and be out there with him. And I'm going to miss him next year. Him getting 1,000 points, I want to get 1,000 points too. So some of those accolades I love to have in my high school career. But yeah, he has a good impact on me and the team. He's a leader out there. And he helps be a general on the floor.
Congrats to Avery, and we hope that you keep killing it this season. Make sure to come out and support him and the rest of the team Friday at North Paulding. Bye, Hoyas!
Scoring that many points is insane to me.
I could never imagine it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to track.
Good plan. The girls did pull off the win, winning 50-47.
The girls now hold a record of 15-3 and 6-0 in the region. They sit at the #1 spot in the region, and they broke the school record for most wins in a row.
The boys hold a record of 7-14 and 2-4 in the region, sitting at the #5 spot in the region.
We move on to our outstanding wrestling team that competed at region and placed second overall.
We send it down to Zach, Jack, and Jen, who got you covered on the region.
What's up, boys? I'm Zach Topelski. As most spring sports are ramping up, wrestling enters its final week of the season, and coming off a spectacular weekend of competition at Region, there should be no doubt that the team will continue business as usual at state.
All in all, I think we did really good. A lot of us, I took first. We had some other people take third and fourth. Unfortunately, some people, the end of the seasons came, which is heartbreaking for me to see because some of the seniors had that happen to them. And, I'm looking forward to sectionals. I know everybody else is, so.
So regions were great. Everything went like the team planned. We even came back from where we were for region duels and placed second at region as a team, which is incredible. We had 2 state finalists in first place, and then I placed 4th this year. As a first-year wrestler, it's pretty crazy, in my opinion. It really went really well.
Well, sectionals, we're going to see a lot of people we haven't wrestled, but also you'll also see the same people that some of us have wrestled. In state, you don't know who's going there, who's not, because there's 2 sections, so it's really just both kind of the same at least.
So we're going to do the same thing we did last week. We come at it hard the first 3 days, and then we're going to focus back on technical issues and what we actually need to work on. So it's all going to be like really hard conditioning, practice, and all that. Then we're going to go to technical stuff.
The team did amazing together and had some stellar individual performances.
Landon Jones and Bryce Gibbs won the championship. Wyatt Sly placed second and Tate Mowry placed 4th.
The wrestling team competes at sectionals Friday and Saturday at Lake Point, then move on to state February 10th through 12th in Macon.
Another powerful team that is in the making themselves known this season is the swim and dive team.
Sarah Berman and Jack Lackus qualified for state this upcoming weekend along with 20 of our other strong swimmers.
The dive captain, Bryant Medeiros, took some time to teach Dylan and Michael how to dive.
Let's check in on how much progress they've made.
I'm Dylan Black.
And I'm Michael Margate.
And this is Bryant Medeiros.
And he's going to teach us how to dive.
Right, Bryant?
I guess.
So basically, I'm going to be teaching a front lineup, and you're just going to do a front dive, standing off and just falling in.
It's not hard. Assistant diver. He's going, yes!
And I can also teach you just a basic back somersault.
See, Hoyas, that was a lot harder than we thought.
Yeah, hats off to our dive team for going out and doing that at every meet.
And thank you to Bryant Medeiros for teaching us how to dive today.
Well, that's all we have for you this time, Hoyas. I'm Dylan Black.
And I'm Michael Margate.
And we'll catch you next time.
They did great, but I think they need a little bit more work.
A lot more work, in my opinion, if they're planning to make state.
Speaking competition, let's update you on the upcoming sports this week.
Starting with the dive, they compete Thursday at Georgia Tech with their state meet at 8.
On Friday, we have a busy day with the boys and girls basketball at North Paulding.
Our soccer teams are home against Parkview at 6 and 7:30.
Wrestling has their big sectional meet at Lake Point Friday and Saturday.
Also this weekend, swim has their state meet. Good luck to our qualifiers.
Coming up on Tuesday is our boys and girls varsity games at home against Walton.
Make sure you come out and support our Hoyas.
Today was a big day for our athletes. We had many of them signing to play sports in college.
We love supporting our hardworking student athletes.
Signing to college, that's P.
Tune in next week for our recap on their big day.
Thanks for tuning in, Hoyas.
I'm Luke Rutherford.
And I'm Mohammed.
See you next week, Hoyas.